And developing tonight, new reaction now after two Democratic congressmen and a Democratic senator are caught on tape in an awkward moment thanks to a constituent's question about Obamacare. Watch this.
I thought the Affordable Health Care Act was to save $2,500 per family. What happened? I was leaving it with Shelley.
I voted no, so I'll let these guys.
Well, critics immediately reacted to the laughter you heard there, pointing out that just this week, the New York Times detailed how the public sector workers are having their hours cut for insurance reasons. The Obamacare insurance reasons, I should say. And while in West Virginia, Obamacare got part of the blame as daycare centers closed up shop. In Minnesota, residents are reading about how the Obamacare tax on medical devices has cost jobs. And in Georgia, they are closing hospitals and they are blaming Obamacare payment cuts. Mark Thiessen is a former speechwriter for President George W. Bush and a fellow at the American Enterprise Institute. And Joe Trippi is a former Democratic presidential campaign veteran and a Fox News contributor. And so I get that this was a hearing about agriculture, and then suddenly a question came up about Obamacare, Mark, but it's not a laughing matter for a lot of Americans.
Yeah, and I don't think Democrats are going to be laughing in November. I mean, look, it's not funny if you were told you could keep your health plan and then you find out you're losing it. It's not funny if you're a cancer patient and you were told you could keep your doctor and it turns out that that's not true. It's not funny if you're a working family and we're told your premiums are going to go down $2,500 and you find out that they've doubled instead. Those aren't laughing matters to these people. Obamacare is serious. And the one thing that Americans hate more than being laughed at is being lied to. And when it comes to Obamacare, Americans were lied to repeatedly.
Joe, what did you make of that moment?
Well, I mean, the local station itself said that laughter part was sort of taken out of context. It was started in the crowd, and that the senators and the members of Congress all were taking it seriously and sort of rebutted that part of
Can I just tell you,
but
let me just jump in, because I read that statement, and when we all went back, everyone on the team went back and looked at the tape. And I didn't see anything out of context. The only thing that was out of context was it was a hearing on agriculture, and they got a bit surprised that there was a question on Obamacare at the end. And I don't know if we can re-cue the tape so we can show the folks where the laughter starts. Well, but even if it does start in the audience, Joe, does it matter? Sure. Why these are the people, two out of those three, voted for this.
I think it's actually, I think Peterson said he didn't vote for that. He had voted no.
That's what I said. Two out of the three voted for this. Two out of the three who voted for this.
No. And Megan, what I'm saying is I think the crowd laughed at that. They thought that was a funny thing for him to do.
Can we just watch it again? Let's just watch it one more time, then I'm going to give Joe the floor. Let's just watch it. Do we have it queued up where they ask the question? Watch.
I thought the Affordable Health Care Act was to save $2,500 per family. What happened? I was leaving it with Shelley.
I voted no, so I'll let these guys.
So you can see, Joe, that the laughter starts before, even by the politicians, before he takes the mic and says, I voted against it. And the question is, does it show an insensitivity?
I don't know if it shows insensitivity. I don't think there's any Democrats that are laughing about this. I think Mark's right. I mean, look, that this is going to be something that hurts a lot of Democrats that are up for election in 2014. Both parties have a ton of problems. This is going to be one of the Democratic Party's problems as we go into 2014. I don't think anywhere near as big as the Republicans would like it to be or think it's going to be. But you're going to have moments like this from now till November, and there'll be problems with Republicans as well as we move forward.
Go ahead, Mark.
Yeah, I think it shows they don't have an answer. I mean, the only Democrat who had a good answer was the one who said, "I didn't vote for it." If you're a vulnerable Democrat, unless you can say, "I didn't vote for this," you are in trouble this fall. And the problem the Democrats have is that,
Mark.
Yeah, it is. If you're a vulnerable Democrat in a red state.
Joe, hold on. Let Joe make the charge, then I'll let you respond, Mark. Why is that not true, Joe?
The problem here is most Americans actually think there are good things about the law, whether it's stopping the insurance companies for throwing you off if you get sick, or pre-existing conditions, or young people being on their parents' plans. They think it should be fixed, that there are problems with it and it should be fixed. So the Democrats are saying, hey, we passed this. It wasn't perfect. It's got a lot of problems. Let's fix those problems.
Okay.
The problem here is for on the Republican side, the Republicans say, no, it can't be fixed. Let's repeal the whole thing.
All right.
And I think
And
those two arguments are going to happen.
Replace it with something that
between now
solves
and
all those
November.
Go
problems.
ahead, Mark. I'll give you the chance to respond.
I mean, Joe, look, I hope the Democrats agree with you on this because it's going to be deadly for them in November. I mean, the reality is that there are 12 Senate Democrats who told the exact same lie as Barack Obama. You can keep your plan. Mark Warner said, I will not vote for a plan that doesn't let you keep your health plan. Kay Hagan, everybody else said this, and they lied to the American people. They were unequivocal, and it was untrue, and they're going to pay for it.
And it's not good to laugh when asked about the failure to bend the cost curve down, although
Nope.
you can debate whether that's happened or not. Gentlemen, good to see you both.
Thank you, Megan.
Good to see you.